guys, auto traders here. Today I'm going to share with you some of my experience throughout my years of trading in the forex market. Okay, actually initially I did not know why I wasn't actually making money. Okay, I knew that in the early 2017 is that it wasn't because of the strategy that I did not make money. It was because my psychology. Okay, so I took some time to actually went there and read a lot of self-help book. Okay, and also courses relating to psychology. Okay, to understand more about myself. And then through all these years of self exploration, actually in 2018 I became profitable. So what did I change? It was just a mindset change. Okay, so there are few principles that I actually believe until today that serve me well, and I would like to share some with you. There are basically three of them. First, number one, trend is your friend. I'm sure you read a lot of article about trend, and you should always trade with the trend and all that thing. But to be honest with you, that did not serve me well. The problem with this trend is your friend thing is that trend always end. Trend always short-lived. If you check the statistic or the market, people always tell you 60 to 70% of the time market is ranging and 30% of the time market is trending. So if you do not trend, if you don't trade just by knowing the statistic, okay, just by knowing the statistic, it is very good to actually know that you shouldn't trade with the trend. Okay, if your position is if you got stuck in the trend, okay, you better just take loss, just like me. But it's very easy to actually recognize it. Okay, when it is trend. Okay, that one I'll go into detail, but then not now. Okay, just to know that trend is not your friend. Okay, it's never your friend. 30% of the time the market is trending. 70% of the time market is actually ranging. If you're that smart and trade with the trend and you become very poor, okay, you never trade with the trend. Because 70% of the time people are making money, and 30% of the time you only make money only doing 30% of the time. Psychologically, it is very difficult. That's why it's better for you to actually trade against the trend. Okay, so never trade. Always assume that the market is ranging, and then just trade as if it is in the range market. Okay, there are certain criteria to actually confirm that the market is in the range. But then there's another day to explain it. Okay, so the second thing is use stop loss. If you take some time to actually learn about supply and demand, you will actually throw the stop loss away. When I just started I actually believe in stop loss. Okay, I always use stop loss, because I always scared that one day my trade will go against me, and then I'll lose all my profit. But then that did not happen when I actually abandoned all my stop loss, and I took my loss. I made my own decision. Okay, I took my loss when needed, and I float the losses actually, and actually make more money than make more profit than my floating. Okay, that's actually proven it is profitable. Okay, it is actually profitable. So my account is growing, but then just that we got some problem with the floating. But that one actually in Rob Walker class, okay, he actually teach you how to actually get rid of all this floating. So that actually is not a problem. Okay, shouldn't be a problem for you. If you are not afraid of using you are scared of not using a stop loss, you got a bigger problem. Not just in trading, probably in your life as well, because you're just worried about things all the time. So to be honest, emotionally you have to be very, very strong. Going through the drawn down as well as the floating, actually it's the same thing. You have two options. One, you float your loss. Okay, your drawdown becomes your floating, right? Second option, you take loss, it's okay, use your stop loss, and but your stop loss, use stop loss, then you go through the drawdown, meaning your account will actually drop and go up, drop and go up, drop and go up, become very unstable. Actually, using floating, your account actually grow at a stable, much more steadily. It's in a very stable phases, and you can see your account money is always there. You can see the money is there, and psychologically it is better for you, because imagine that you're floating, actually it's the same thing. Say now your account size is 600 and your floating is 200, so now your account had 400, right? Balance is 400 equity, okay, but your floating is 200, right? So another option is your account is 200 and then you have no floating, your loss is 200, so your profit minus your loss then equal to 400, okay. So but then, do you think having 600 account make you feel safer, or 400? I think it's 600. I always choose 600. That's why I float my loss, because I know I have my own way to get rid of floating. That's why I attended so many classes to actually learn that, okay. Initially I couldn't even I couldn't accept it until I actually demo it, and then I actually traded it, and I met another friend who actually taught me how to actually float. That day actually changed my life, and then I started to become profitable, okay. And third principle, okay, in trading is take a profit. People like to float profit all the time, but then to me it's better for you to just take 50 pips, 20 pips, whatever pips, you just take it. It doesn't matter how much you want to take. You have a profit target, $1, $2, you just take it. That is the first lesson that I learned from rope worker that made me become profitable. But then I wasn't convinced that, because floating was just so much and profits was so little, okay. It was all because of psychology, because psychologically I couldn't let the trade run further. That's why I got into trouble, okay. And secondly, I didn't know how to deal with my floating, okay. Now I know how to deal with my floating. Even if the profit is very small, okay, actually you can take it, it's okay. So that changed my life, okay. Taking profit consistently, growing your accounts, okay. Even if you have floating, just deal with it. You see your account growing every day, okay. Say if you're actually swinging, you take $5, $5, actually compound and become very big amount, okay. Especially when you trade different pairs, your account, you see your account from 500 to 600 to 700. Although you have floating with you, but you always have profit to deal with the floating. That's the best part, okay. And secondly, you always can trade bigger lot size to get rid of your floating. When you have enough margin, you can always get rid of your floating. Your floating, you will not be as much as your profit, okay. That's the best scenario, okay. So these are 3 things that I want to share with you. Of course, there are more than that, but then I think that's already enough. If you have any question, you can ask me. I can share with you anytime. Okay. Thank you. See you soon. Bye bye.